Good morning, Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. My series of videos, best picture each individual year starting with 1871 through 2023. This video, 1898. Jack Taylor. Have you heard of him? I haven't. But I looked him up. I looked up the year 1898 on Baseball Reference. And I looked at 9 pitching categories: most wins, innings, strikeouts, shutouts, games started, complete games, earned run average, winning percentage, and saves. I looked at those 9 categories. Who won the most in 1898? You had some Hall of Famers playing. You had Kid Nichols. You had Cy Young. Amos Rusi. They're in the Hall of Fame. But a guy named Jack Taylor won 3 categories, and that was the most. He had 397 innings. 1. He had 47 games started. 2. And he completed 42 games. 3 categories. I'm giving it to Jack Taylor. Who is this guy? Go to Baseball Reference, look him up. Pitched 9 years in the league, had 120 wins in 9 years. Not Hall of Fame. 2,000 innings, only had 500 strikeouts in his career. But for the year 1898, he had 47 games started and completed 42. If you complete 42 games, that's noteworthy. He had 397 innings. No one else had any more. That's 2 categories. And the third category, let's see, Jack Taylor, started 47. So he had the most starts and the most complete games, and he had the most innings. So no one else, Kid Nichols had the most wins, 31, but he only had, and he had most saves, 4. So he had 2 categories. Can't give it to Kid. Cy Young had 6 shutouts, but he didn't lead in any other categories. Cy Seymour had the most strikeouts, 239, but he only had 1 category. So Jack Taylor, this is how I do it. You got to win the pitching categories as far as the most. Are some categories more important than others? Yes, earned run average, wins, in innings. But Jack Taylor, 397 innings and 42 complete games. What was his earned run average that year? 1898, 3.90, not that great. He won 15 games that year. Kid Nichols won 31. You would think Kid Nichols would be the best pitcher, but he only has 1 category, the wins. Taylor has 3. That's how I do it. Now, whether Kid Nichols is a better pitcher than Jack Taylor, yes, he is. But I'm focusing on a certain individual year. Who was the best pitcher that year? Not the overall career, but just that year. So 1898, I'm going to give it to Jack Taylor, not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. But for 1898, let's give him some props. 42 complete games, 397 innings. Alright, next video will be 1899. We'll be done with the 1800s. And then we'll get into the turn of the century, and something significant happens. 1901, the American League comes into existence. So not only the National League, but also the American League. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at both leagues, and I'm going to pick one guy or multiple guys if they tie and give them the pitcher of that year. Just one guy from both leagues. If he has the most categories, he gets it. If there's guys that tie, I'll give it to both of them. If there's 3 guys that tie, I'll give it to them. Interesting enough, I'm looking ahead here. 1898, I have 5 guys tied with 2 categories. So I'm going to have to give 1899 5 pitchers the best pitcher awards for that year. I'll get into that video next. Talk to you later. I'm out.